D. Asiatic lion. 27 Quetzales. With reference to the Himalayan black bear, consider the following statements. 1. It is known for its role as a primary seed disperser which helps in maintaining ecosystem balance. 27 Quetzales. With reference to the Himalayan black bear, consider the following statements. 1. It is known for its role as a primary seed disperser which helps in maintaining ecosystem balance. 2. Tropical rainforest is the primary habitat of the Himalayan black bear. 3. They are categorized vulnerable in the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. How many of the statements given above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. 28 Quetzales. The Paris Agreement recognizes the urgency of staying below 1.5 degrees Celsius to minimize climate change impacts. For which one of the following factors is the 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold considered critical? A. It represents the point beyond which catastrophic climate change is inevitable. B. It is the most ambitious but achievable target for mitigating climate impacts. C. It aligns with the natural warming cycles of the Earth. D. It was chosen based on political compromises between nations. 29 Quetzales. Consider the following statements. 1. Brumation is a winter dormancy state in warm-blooded mammals. 2. Estivation, or estivation, is summer dormancy prompted by high temperatures and dry conditions. 3. Brumation is a term commonly associated with birds. How many of the statements given above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. 30 Quetzales. Which one of the following statements is not correct regarding Boar Tiger Reserve? A. It is located in Maharashtra. B. It has dry deciduous forest. C. It is the largest tiger reserve in India by area. D. The Boar River flows through the reserve. 31 Quetzales. Consider the following pairs. Turtle IUCN status. 1. Olive Ridley turtle vulnerable. 2. Leatherback turtle endangered. 3. Loggerhead turtle vulnerable. 4. Hawksbill turtle near threatened. How many of the above pairs are correctly matched? A. Only 1 pair. B. Only 2 pairs. C. Only 3 pairs. D. All 4 pairs. 32 Quetzales. With reference to the Convention on the Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals. Bonn Convention. Consider the following statements. 1. It is the only global and UN-based intergovernmental organization established exclusively for the conservation and management of terrestrial, aquatic and avian migratory species throughout their range. 2. The convention imposes trade sanctions on countries that violate species protection. 3. Its objective is to eliminate trade in wildlife and wildlife products. How many of the statements given above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. 33 Quetzales. Cascooter dodder is a plant categorized as A. Epiphyte. B. Parasite. C. Autotroph. D. Saprophyte. 34 Quetzales. Consider the following statements. 1. Vedanthangal Bird Sanctuary is the oldest water bird sanctuary in India. 2. Vedanthangal Bird Sanctuary is known for hosting migratory birds during summer seasons. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 35 Quetzales. In the context of coal gasification, which of the following statements are correct? 1. It is the process of converting coal into natural gas. 2. Methane is the primary gas produced through coal gasification. 3. It is one of the water-intensive modes of energy generation. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. 36 Quetzales. Golden-backed frog is endemic to A. Western Ghats. B. Eastern Himalayas. C. Indo-Burma region. D. Sunderland. 37 Quetzales. Bonnet mushroom is classified as A. Autotrophs. B. Heterotrophs. C. Saprotrophs. D. Chemotrophs. 38 Quetzales. With reference to the Kanhar Tiger Reserve, consider the following statements. 1. It is the largest national park in central India. 2. It lies in the Michael Range of the Satpura Mountains. 3. It is the first tiger reserve in India to have an official mascot named Borsing the Barasinghar. 4. Swamp deer are widely recognized for their association with the conservation success of Kanhar Tiger Reserve. How many of the statements given above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Only 3. D. All 4. 39 Quetzales. Consider the following statements. 1. The Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, are a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030 all people enjoy peace and prosperity. 2. Global Connectivity Project is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, established by the United Nations. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 40 Quetzales. With reference to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, consider the following statements. 1. It aims to advance scientific knowledge about climate change caused by human activities. 2. It conducts its own research on the climate change. 3. It considers the socio-economic impacts of climate change while conducting research or preparing the assessment report. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 1 and 2 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. 41 Quetzales. Which one of the following statements is correct in relation to their global stocktake? A. The global stocktake results in legally binding targets for each country. B. The global stocktake provides a non-binding, informative assessment of collective progress. C. The global stocktake determines which countries have met their climate targets and which have not. D. The global stocktake allocates additional funding to countries based on their progress in combating climate change. 42 Quetzales, consider the following statements. 1. International Single Species Action Plan aims to implement coordinated measures to restore migratory waterbird species to a favorable conservation status. 2. Agreement on the conservation of African Eurasian migratory waterbirds, AEWA, has been developed under the framework of the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, CITES. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 43 Quetzales, consider the following statements with respect to the Melgat Tiger Reserve. 1. The forest is tropical dry deciduous in nature, dominated by teak. 2. The Taptai River and the Gawilgad Ridge of the Satpura Range form the boundaries of their reserve. 3. It is situated in Gavalgar Hill in Maharashtra. 4. The Kota tribes are the largest tribal community in Melgat. How many of the statements given above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Only 3. D. All 4. Answers and explanations. 1. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 and 3 are correct. Hydrocarbons are organic compounds made up of hydrogen and carbon atoms. They are the fundamental constituents of fossil fuels, including coal, natural gas, and petroleum. Hydrocarbon exploration refers to the process of searching for and identifying potential sources of hydrocarbons, such as oil and natural gas, beneath their Earth's surface. Greenhouse gas emissions is environmental concern associated with their incomplete combustion of hydrocarbons in engines or appliances. Statement 2 is incorrect. Gasoline is a major energy source derived from hydrocarbons. It is a liquid mixture of various hydrocarbons, primarily consisting of alkanes like octane, heptane, and pentane. These hydrocarbons are extracted from crude oil through a process called fractional distillation and further refined into gasoline with specific properties suitable for combustion in internal combustion engines. 2. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 and 2 are correct. Conky elephants are trained to assist in mitigating human elephant conflicts, especially when wild elephants enter human-inhabited areas. These are trained captive Asian elephant. They help in patrolling and rescue operation. The Asian elephant, Elephas maximus, is listed as endangered on the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, Red List of Threatened Species. 3. Correct answer is B. Statements 1 and 3 are incorrect. The Montreal Protocol does not operate on a principle of creating economic incentives for alternative technologies. Instead, it is an international treaty designed to protect the ozone layer by phasing out the production and consumption of ozone-depleting substances, ODS. The Kigali Amendment to the Montreal Protocol, adopted in 2016, focuses on controlling hydrofluorocarbons, HFCs, not hydrochlorofluorocarbons, HCFCs. Statement 2 is correct. Phasing out the production and consumption of ODS is the mechanism by which the Montreal Protocol has achieved success in reducing ozone depletion. The protocol has been successful in reducing the production and consumption of ODS, such as chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, which were widely used in refrigeration, air conditioning, and other applications. The reduction in ODS has led to a decrease in the size of the ozone hole over Antarctica. 4. Correct answer is A. A golden tiger, also known as a golden tabby tiger, is a Bengal tiger exhibiting a color variation resulting from a recessive gene. The golden tiger's coloring originates from a recessive trait known as wideband, which influences the production of black pigments during the hair growth cycle. Golden tigers are not a separate subspecies but rather a result of genetic variation within Bengal tigers. They are exceptionally rare in the wild and even rarer in captivity. 5. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 and 3 are correct. Laughing gulls are known for their adaptability and opportunistic feeding habits. They eat a variety of food sources, including fish, insects, carrion, scraps, and even eggs of other birds. This adaptability allows them to thrive in diverse environments and situations. Laughing gulls are currently listed as least concern on the IUCN Red List. This means their populations are stable and not in immediate danger of extinction. Statement 2 is incorrect. Laughing gulls are native to North and South America, primarily found along the Atlantic coast, the Caribbean, and northern South America. They do not naturally occur in Western Africa. 6. Correct answer is D. The Chitari estuary refers to a coastal area where a river meets the sea, forming a brackish water environment. It is located in the Kasaragod district of Kerala, India. Chitari estuary encompasses a wide variety of species of birds including lesser black-backed gull, slender billed gull, brown-headed gull, great crested, lesser crested tern, Caspian tern, and others. 7. Correct answer is B. Statements 1 and 2 are correct. Acid rain is primarily formed when sulfur dioxide, SO2, and nitrogen oxides, NOx, emitted from industrial activities, fossil fuel combustion, and other sources react with atmospheric moisture to create sulfuric acid, H2SO4, and nitric acid, HNO3, leading to acid rain. Pure rainwater naturally has a slightly acidic pH of around 5.6 due to dissolved carbon dioxide. However, acid rain typically has a pH lower than 5.0, sometimes even reaching 4.3 or lower. This increased acidity is caused by the presence of sulfuric and nitric acids. Statement 3 is incorrect. The formation of acid rain is mainly caused by the chemical reactions between sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and water vapor in the atmosphere, facilitated by various atmospheric conditions. While sunlight may indirectly influence these Reactions, it doesn't directly interact with water vapor to create acidic compounds in there. Acid rain formation. 8. Correct answer is B. Statements 1 and 4 are correct. Dalmar Wildlife Sanctuary gets its name from their Dalmar. Mai, a local goddess who is revered and worshipped by the local people. The sanctuary lies on the Chotanagpur Plateau of Jharkhand. It is situated around the Dalmar Hills. Medicinal. Plants like Ananatmula, Satawari, Sapgander etc. are abundant in the sanctuary. Their sanctuary is known for its elephants. Statements 2 and 3 are incorrect. The sanctuary primarily consists of dry peninsular sal and northern dry mixed deciduous forest. The Swanrika River flows near the Dalmar Wildlife Sanctuary. 9. Correct answer is C. Humboldt's enigma refers to an observation made by the famous naturalist Alexander von Humboldt in the early 19th century. He noticed that mountain regions, despite being located outside the tropics, often exhibit exceptionally high levels of biodiversity. This was surprising because at that time it was held that biodiversity peaked in tropical regions due to their warm temperatures and abundant rainfall. The northern Andes range, which includes Chimborazo, is recognized as the world's most biodiverse location. 10. Correct answer is B. Hybrid vehicles have both an internal combustion engine, running on fossil fuels, and an electric motor, running on clean electric energy. Hybrid vehicles reduce carbon emissions by reducing fuel consumption and utilizing electricity for short distances. They typically produce lower tailpipe emissions than conventional vehicles and zero tailpipe emissions when running only on electricity. Additionally, a study found that hybrids are 14 times better than battery electric vehicles at reducing real-world carbon dioxide emissions. 11. Correct answer is D. Statements 1, 2, 3, and 4 are correct. Snow leopard is a species of large cat in the genus Panthera of the family Felidae. It is native to the mountain ranges of Central and South Asia. It is a top predator in mountain ecosystem. They are distributed across the mountainous landscape of Central Asia that covers different parts of the Himalayas such as Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and Sikkim. Conservation status, IUCN list of threatened species, vulnerable sites, Appendix I, Indian Wildlife Protection Act, 1972, Schedule I. 12. Correct answer is C. India has increased its tally of Ramsar sites, wetlands of international importance, to 80. From existing 75 by designating 5 more wetlands as Ramsar sites. These are Karaveti Bird Sanctuary, Tamil Nadu, Magadi Kir Conservation Reserve, Karnataka, Longwood Shola Reserve Forest, Tamil Nadu, and Kasamudra Bird Conservation Reserve, Karnataka. Aganashini Estuary, Karnataka. 1. Karaveti Bird Sanctuary. It is centered around a large freshwater lake. This lake is the focal point of the sanctuary and serves as a crucial habitat for a variety of bird species, both resident and migratory. It supports 1% population of black-headed iblis and oriental darter. 2. Magadi Kir Conservation Reserve. The bar-headed goose is one of the birds which migrate to Magadi wetlands. 3. Longwood Shola Reserve Forest. It derives its name from the Tamil word solai, which means a tropical rainforest. It maintains the hydrological regime of the region by capturing rainwater through marshes and then releasing it via streams. It is home to the threatened Nilgiri marten and other rare fauna and flora. 4. Ankasamudra Bird Conservation Reserve. It is the only place in Karnataka where great Indian bustard can be seen. 5. Aganashini Estuary. It is formed at the confluence of Aganashini River with the Arabian Sea. The brackish water of the estuary provides diverse ecosystem services including flood and erosion risk mitigation, biodiversity conservation, and livelihood support. 13. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 and 3 are correct. The black-crowned night heron is a migrating species. It is known for its nocturnal habits and is primarily a sedentary bird, with some populations making localized movements in response to changing water levels and food availability. They are small herons with rather squat, thick proportions. They have thick necks, large, flat heads, and heavy, pointed bills. It is found across North America, as well as locally in Central America and the Caribbean. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, the black-crowned night heron is listed as least concern. Statement 2 is incorrect. Black-crowned night herons primarily inhabit wetland habitats, including marshes, swamps, mangrove forests, lagoons, and riverbanks. They generally avoid open grasslands and meadows as these lack the water and cover they need for food and shelter. 14. Correct answer is A. Statements 1, 2, and 3 are correct. Manatees are large aquatic mammals. They belong to a group of animals called Cyanea. This group also contains dugongs. There are 3 species or types of manatee. The Amazonian manatee lives in the Amazon River and in fresh water in South America. This species is only found in freshwater. The African manatee lives in tropical West Africa. The Caribbean manatee is found in Florida and the West Indies. All 3 species are vulnerable. They are herbivores. They spend up to 8 hours a day grazing and can consume 4 to 9% of their body weight in aquatic vegetation daily. They are generally solitary animals. Statement 4 is incorrect. Manatees do not have sharp teeth. Their molars are flat and broad, suited for grinding vegetation, not tearing flesh. 15. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 and 3 are correct. The dusted Apollo, Parnassus stenocemus, is an extremely rare high-altitude butterfly known for its distinctive wing patterns and coloration, and it has been sighted for the first time in Himachal Pradesh. Apollos are highly valued butterflies in commercial trade and command high prices within the poaching industry. Most of the Apollo butterflies are endangered and urgently require conservation and protection measures. Statement 2 is incorrect. Some Apollo butterfly species migrate, while most of them do not. 16. Correct answer is A. Statements 1 and 2 are correct. Lantana camara is an invasive species in India. Introduced As an ornamental plant, it has aggressively spread, particularly in disturbed areas, impacting biodiversity. It's listed among India's species of high concern. The invasion of lantana camera heavily impacts the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve in the Western Ghats, where it has spread rapidly and formed dense thickets, threatening the wildlife habitat, including their Asian elephant population. The plant is native to the American tropics. Statement 3 is incorrect. Lantana camera does not increase soil fertility. In fact, it has been reported to alter biodiversity, suppress native forest regeneration, reduce native plant species richness, and increase the risk of fire, ultimately threatening the biodiversity of their invaded areas. 17. Correct answer is A. Chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, are primarily responsible for the depletion of the ozone layer. When released into the atmosphere, CFCs break down ozone molecules, leading to thinning of the ozone layer. This thinning allows more ultraviolet, UV, radiation from the sun to reach the Earth's surface, posing risks to human health and the environment. 18. Correct answer is A. Statements 1 and 2 are correct. The black-necked crane is a medium-sized crane in Asia that breeds on the Tibetan Plateau and remote parts of India and Bhutan. Both the sexes are almost of the same size, but male is slightly bigger than female. Their high-altitude wetlands of the Tibetan Plateau, Sichuan, China, and eastern Ladakh, India, are the main breeding ground of the species. However, the birds spend winter at lower altitudes. It is also found in Arunachal Pradesh S valleys, Sangti Valley, Zemithang, and Chug Valley. The important habitats of black-necked crane have been notified as a protected areas. For X Changthang Sanctuary, Ladakh. Statement 3 is incorrect. Conservation status, IUCN Red List, Near Threatened, NT. Sites, Appendix I, Indian Wildlife Protection Act, 1972, Schedule 1. 19. Correct answer is C. Thrips parvispinus is a harmful insect pest known to inflict significant damage on various crops, including chili, papaya, beans, eggplant, and more. They feed on plant sap, leading to stunted growth, leaf curling, and yield losses. It originated from Southeast Asia and was first found in Florida in 2020. It is a prolificous pest that causes damage to vegetable, ornamental, and fruit crops. It is now found in France, Greece, Hawaii, Mauritius, Reunion, Spain, Tanzania, and the Netherlands, besides India. This species was first reported on papaya from Bengaluru in 2015. 20. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 is incorrect. The Aldabra giant tortoise is distinct from other tortoise species due to its exceptionally long lifespan. It can live up to 150 years old. It is the world's second largest land tortoise species, after the Galapagos giant tortoise. Statements 2, 3, and 4 are correct. These are endemic to the Aldabra atoll in the Seychelles, an archipelago in the western Indian Ocean, approximately 930 miles east of Africa and northeast of Madagascar. These tortoises live on land and inhabit diverse environments, such as scrub forests, mangrove swamps, and coastal dunes and beaches. Grasslands named platans harbor the largest populations of tortoises. They are listed vulnerable in their IUCN Red Data List and Appendix 2 in CITES. They are dark gray to black with a strongly domed, thick shell. They play a significant role in maintaining the ecological balance of their habitat mosaic. 21. Correct answer is C. Environmental Impact Assessment, EIA, is a process of evaluating the likely environmental impacts of a proposed project or development, taking into account interrelated socio-economic, cultural, and human health impacts, both beneficial and adverse. Monitoring and enforcement in the Environmental Impact Assessment, EIA, process involve verifying compliance with environmental regulations and mitigation measures to ensure project adherence to prescribed environmental safeguards and minimize adverse impacts. 22. Correct answer is B. The Separhydula Wildlife Sanctuary is located in the state of Tripura. It came into existence in 1972. It has moist deciduous forest. It has two natural lakes, namely Abhisarika and Amrit Sagar. It is the habitat of different species of primates like rhesus macaque, pigtailed macaque, capped langur, spectacled monkey, slow loris, and several other wild animals like leopard, clouded leopard, jungle fowl, civets, barking, deer, wild pig, etc. Clouded leopard National Park, established in 2007, is a part of this wildlife sanctuary. Separhydula Wildlife Sanctuary is known for its rich avian diversity. 23. Correct answer is A. Statements 1 and 2 are correct. Clouded leopard is the state animal of Meghalaya. It is classified as vulnerable under the IUCN Red List. It is placed under Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. They got their name from the clouds-like pattern on their whole body. Clouded leopards have a darker coat color which has smaller and darker cloud markings on them. The fur color includes yellow to brown, which makes them darker. Clouded leopards can hang upside down from branches of trees by making use of their short limbs, broader paws, and sharp nails. They have the longest tail among the cats. Statement 3 is incorrect. Clouded leopards are commonly found tropical rainforests of Nepal, Bhutan, India, Myanmar, China. Southeast Asia is their main habitat. 24. Correct answer is B. Statements 1 and 2 are correct. The Energy and Resources Institute, TERI, is a leading think tank focused on conducting research and providing solutions for sustainable development, with a particular emphasis on India and the global south. It is headquartered in New Delhi and has regional offices and research centers across the country. Statement 3 is incorrect. TERI focuses on promoting clean energy, water management, pollution management, sustainable agriculture, and climate resilience. TERI's research areas include biotechnology and bioresources, earth science and climate change, environmental and industrial biotechnology, industrial energy efficiency. However, their development and deployment of nuclear power technologies is not a primary focus area for the organization. Instead, TERI concentrates on renewable energy sources, energy efficiency, and clean technology solutions as part of its efforts to promote sustainable development and address environmental challenges. 25. Correct answer is B. Nematodes are roundworms and their size can vary from a tiny 0.2 millimeter to a few meters. They are among the most abundant animals on Earth. They occur as parasites in animals and plants or as free-living forms in soil, fresh water, marine environments. These nematodes play a crucial role in the environment as they are responsible for production of about 19% of ammonia of the soil. They are also important bioindicators of soil ecosystem health. They break down organic matter, releasing nutrients for plants. They feed on bacteria, fungi, or other microscopic creatures. Thus, they are a major component of soil and sediment ecosystems. However, nematodes themselves do not directly fix nitrogen from the atmosphere. 26. Correct answer is C. Dashigam National Park is specifically known for its conservation efforts to protect their Hungal deer, also known as the Kashmir stag. Dashigam National Park is located 22 kilometers from Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir at altitudes ranging from 5,500 feet to 14,000 feet. Vegetation type includes Himalayan moist temperate forest, subalpine forest and alpine forest type. 27. Correct answer is B. Statements 1 and 3 are correct. The Himalayan black bear plays a crucial role as a primary seed disperser, contributing to the maintenance of ecosystem balance by promoting plant diversity and growth. The Himalayan black bear is categorized as vulnerable in the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. Statement 2 is incorrect. The primary habitat of the Himalayan black bear is not the tropical rainforest, but rather temperate and subalpine forests, as well as high-altitude meadows in the Himalayan region. 28. Correct answer is B. This threshold was chosen based on scientific evidence indicating that exceeding 1.5 degrees Celsius of global warming could result in more severe and widespread consequences, such as extreme weather events, sea level rise, and ecosystem disruptions. Although achieving the 1.5 degrees Celsius target is challenging, it represents an ambitious yet feasible goal that aligns with the global commitment to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and pursue sustainable development. 29. Correct answer is A. Statements 1 and 3 are incorrect. Brumation is a dormancy state in cold-blooded animals, such as reptiles and amphibians, particularly in temperate regions. During brumation, these animals become inactive, and their metabolic processes slow down to conserve energy during colder months when food is scarce. Whereas, hibernation is a winter dormancy state in warm-blooded mammals. Brumation refers to the dormancy state of cold-blooded animals like reptiles and amphibians during cold weather. Statement 2 is correct. Estivation, also known as estivation, is a state of dormancy that some animals enter during the hot, dry summer months. This period of inactivity helps them conserve energy and water, as food and water sources may be scarce. Animals that undergo estivation include certain insects, fish, amphibians, and reptiles. 30. Correct answer is C. Bor Tiger Reserve is a wildlife sanctuary which was declared a tiger reserve in July 2014. It is located in the Wadhar district of Maharashtra. The reserve covers an area of 138.12 square kilometer square, which includes the drainage basin of the Bor Dam. It has dry deciduous forest, teak, tendu, bamboo, taro, and gakru as some of the abundant species. Apart from tigers, the reserve is home to several other mammals like leopards, sloth bears, sambar deer, Indian bison, gao, kaital, wild boars, and more. It is the smallest tiger reserve in India by area. The Bor Tiger Reserve is traversed by the Bor River, which plays a significant role in the ecology and biodiversity of the reserve. The Bor Tiger Reserve is strategically located between the Pench Tiger Reserve and the Tadobanhari Tiger Reserve in the Nagpur and Chandapur districts of Maharashtra. This region acts as a crucial tiger corridor connecting these two tiger reserves. 31. Correct answer is B. 1 and 3 are correctly matched. Olive Ridley turtle. The olive Ridley turtles are the smallest and most abundant of all sea turtles found in the world. They are best known for their unique mass nesting called Arabarder. They are found in warm waters of the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans. IUCN Status: Vulnerable, Indian Wildlife Protection Act, Schedule 1. Leatherback turtle. It is the largest of the 7 sea turtle species. It is found in all oceans except the Arctic and the Antarctic. IUCN Status: Vulnerable, Indian Wildlife Protection Act, Schedule 1. Loggerhead turtle. It is found in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans, as well as the Mediterranean Sea. IUCN Status: Vulnerable, Indian Wildlife Protection Act, Schedule 1. Hawksbill turtle. They have a wide range, found predominantly in tropical reefs of their Indian, Pacific, and Atlantic Oceans. They are primarily found in tropical coral reefs. IUCN Status: Critically Endangered, Indian Wildlife Protection Act, Schedule 1. 32. Correct answer is A. Statement 1 is correct. The Convention on the Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals, CMS or Bonn Convention, is the only global and United Nations-based intergovernmental organization that focuses exclusively on the conservation and management of migratory species, including terrestrial, aquatic, and avian species, throughout their entire range. This is an environmental treaty under the aegis of the United Nations Environment Programme. The Conference of Parties, COP, is the decision-making organ of this convention. Statements 2 and 3 are incorrect. The Bonn Convention does not impose trade sanctions on countries that violate species protection. Its main focus is on promoting cooperation among countries to ensure the conservation and sustainable use of migratory species and their habitats. The primary objective of the Bonn Convention is not to eliminate trade in wildlife and wildlife products but to conserve migratory species throughout their range. 33. Correct answer is B. Cascooter dodder, commonly known as dodder or marbel, is a parasitic plant that infests many crops, ornamentals, native plants, and weeds. It belongs to the genus Cascooter and is classified as a parasitic plant that lacks chlorophyll and depends on host plants for Nutrition. Dodder is considered a parasitic plant due to its dependency on other plants for survival and growth. It is an invasive weed native to North America. 34. Correct answer is A. Statement 1 is correct. Vedantangal Bird Sanctuary, established in 1936, is considered the oldest water bird sanctuary in India. It is located in the Majarantam taluk of Chengalpattu district in Tamil Nadu and serves as a vital habitat for numerous migratory and resident bird species. Statement 2 is incorrect. Vedantangal Bird Sanctuary is known for hosting migratory birds during the winter season, not the summer season. Migratory birds from various parts of the world, such as Siberia, Europe, and other regions, arrive at the sanctuary during the winter months, typically from November to March, to escape the harsh winters in their native habitats. 35. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 and 3 are correct. Coal gasification is a process that involves converting coal into a gaseous mixture, often referred to as synthesis gas or singers. This process occurs by subjecting coal to high temperatures and pressure in the presence of steam and controlled amounts of oxygen. The resulting singers is primarily composed of hydrogen, carbon monoxide, and some methane, along with smaller amounts of other gases. The gasification process requires significant amounts of water for various purposes, including steam production, cooling, and gas cleaning. The water intensity of coal gasification is a concern in regions where water resources are scarce or stressed, as it can exacerbate water scarcity issues and contribute to increased competition for water resources among different sectors. Statement 2 is incorrect. While coal gasification produces methane as part of the singers mixture, it is not the primary gas produced. The main components of the singers are hydrogen and carbon monoxide, which can then be further processed or used in various applications, such as producing synthetic fuels, generating electricity, or manufacturing chemicals. 36. Correct answer is A. The golden-backed frog, Hylarana chalconoter, is endemic to the western Ghats of India. This species is known for its distinctive golden yellow dorsal coloration and is primarily found in the tropical wet evergreen forests and semi-evergreen forests of the western Ghats. These frogs prefer to reside near streams, ponds, and other water bodies, where they can lay their eggs and find their food. They are insectivorous and feed on a range of small insects and arthropods such as ants, beetles, and crickets. It is about the size of a human thumb. 37. Correct answer is C. The bonnet mushroom, Mycena, is classified as a saprotroph. Saprotrophs are organisms that obtain their nutrition by breaking down and feeding on dead organic matter. Mushrooms, including the bonnet mushroom, are the fruiting bodies of fungi, which play a crucial role in decomposition and nutrient cycling in ecosystems. 38. Correct answer is D. Statements 1, 2, 3, and 4 are correct. Kanhar Tiger Reserve is the largest national park in central India. It is also called Kanhar Kisli National Park, is a major tiger reserve and the largest national park of the Madhya Pradesh. Presently, Kanhar area is split into two protected zones, Palan and Banjar. It is located in the Michael range of the Satpura mountain. It is the first tiger reserve in India to have an official mascot named Borsing. The Barasinghar swamp deer, Barasinghar with IUCN status, vulnerable, are widely recognized for their association with the conservation success of Kanhar Tiger Reserve. The reserve has tropical moist deciduous forests. Kanhar used to be the home of the Bagar tribe, a semi-nomadic group from central India. 39. Correct answer is A. Statement 1 is correct. The SDGs are a universal call to action to end poverty, protect their planet, and ensure that by 2030 all people enjoy peace and prosperity. Adopted by the United Nations in 2015, the 17 SDGs cover a broad range of social, economic, and environmental issues, aiming to create a more sustainable and equitable world. Statement 2 is incorrect. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, are SDG 1, no poverty, SDG 2, zero hunger, SDG 3, good health and well-being, SDG 4, quality education, SDG 5, gender equality, SDG 6, clear water and sanitation, SDG 7, affordable and clean energy, SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, SDG 9, industry innovation and infrastructure, SDG 10, reduced inequalities, SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities, SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, SDG 13, climate action, SDG 14, life below water, SDG 15, life on land, SDG 16, peace, justice and strong institutions, and SDG 17, partnership for goals. 40. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 and 3 are correct. The IPCC aims to advance scientific knowledge about climate change caused by human activities. It provides policymakers with regular assessments of the scientific basis of climate change, its impacts, and future risks, as well as options for adaptation and mitigation. The IPCC takes a comprehensive approach to climate change, including analyzing its impact on human societies and economics. This includes areas like health, displacement, poverty, and employment. Statement 2 is incorrect. The IPCC does not conduct its own original research. Instead, its primary role is to assess and synthesize the vast body of existing scientific literature on climate change. 41. Correct answer is B. The global stocktake is a process established under the Paris Agreement that periodically assesses the collective progress towards achieving the goals of the agreement. It evaluates the actions and efforts made by countries in mitigating greenhouse gas emissions, adapting to climate change, and providing support for climate finance. It assesses collective progress towards the long-term goals of the Paris Agreement and identifies areas where additional efforts may be needed. UNFCCC countries conduct a global stocktake, GST, to assess their world's progress towards the goals of the Paris Agreement every 5 years. The GST is a mechanism to measure collective progress, identify gaps, and chart a better course of climate action. 42. Correct answer is A. Statement 1 is correct. The International Single Species Action Plan, ISAP, is a key instrument developed under the Agreement on the Conservation of African Eurasian Migratory Waterbirds, AEWA. It aims to implement coordinated measures to restore migratory waterbird species to a favorable conservation status by addressing threats, habitat conservation, and international cooperation. Statement 2 is incorrect. The Agreement on the Conservation of African Eurasian Migratory Waterbirds, AEWA, has been developed under the framework of the Convention on Migratory Species, CMS, and administered by the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP. It is based in Bonn, Germany. It is an intergovernmental treaty dedicated to the conservation of migratory waterbirds and their habitats. 43. Correct answer is C. Statements 1, 2, and 3 are correct. Melgat Tiger Reserve was established as a wildlife sanctuary in 1967 and was declared a tiger reserve in 1974. The name Melgat means the confluence of various ghats or valleys. It is located on the southern offshoot of the Satpura Hill Range in central India, called Gavalgar Hill in Maharashtra. The forest is tropical dry deciduous in nature, dominated by teak. The reserve is a catchment area for 5 major rivers, the Kandu, Kapra, Sipner, Gadgar, and Dola. These are tributaries of the river Taptai. The Taptai River and the Gawilgad Ridge of the Satpura Range form their boundaries of the reserve. It was the first tiger reserve in Maharashtra. Statement 4 is incorrect. The Caucus are the largest tribal community in Melgat. Other communities include the Gori community, the Gond tribe, etc. Science and technology. 1 Quetzal, which one of the following refrigeration methods is the most common method used in refrigeration and air conditioning systems? A. Magnetic cooling effect. B. Vapor compression cooling. C. Solid-state cooling. D. Stirling cooling. 2 Quetzales, which one of the following is the primary principle behind dynamic wireless charging? DWC, technology for electric vehicles. A. Direct physical connection for charging. B. Inductive charging while in motion. C. Solar energy conversion. D. Battery swapping mechanism. 3 Quetzales, consider the following statements. 1. Nitrogen hypoxia refers to a method of causing death by depleting the body of oxygen through the inhalation of nitrogen gas. 2. Nitrogen is a colorless, odorless gas that makes up a significant portion of Earth's atmosphere. 3. Nitrogen is commonly used in industries such as food packaging, electronics manufacturing, and as an inert gas for various purposes. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2, and 3. For Quetzales, with reference to the end-to-end encryption, E2E, consider the following statements. 1. The core principle of E2E is to encrypt data from the sender to the recipient, making it inaccessible to anyone else. 2. Instant messaging apps like WhatsApp uses E2E to secure user messages. 3. The primary benefit of E2E encryption for users is faster data transmission speeds. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2, and 3. 5 Quetzales, which one of the following statements is correct with respect to stunting? A. It refers to a chronic condition characterized by low height for age, indicating impaired growth and development. B. It is a severe form of malnutrition characterized by significant muscle and fat loss leading to low weight for height. C. It occurs when there is a lack of essential vitamins and minerals in the diet. D. It is a condition where a child has excess body weight for their age. 6 Quetzales, which one of the following display technologies is used in Amazon Kindle? A. Liquid crystal display, LCD. B. Organic light emitting diode, OLED. C. Light emitting diode, LED. D. Electronic ink, e-ink, displays. 7 Quetzales, which one of the following technologies is utilized for the production of lab-grown fish meat? A. Gene editing. B. Aquaponics. C. Cellular agriculture. D. Hydroponics. 8 Quetzales, consider the following statements with respect to the differences between the solid-state battery and lithium-ion battery. 1. The electrolyte is solid in the solid-state battery, whereas in lithium-ion batteries electrolyte is liquid. 2. A solid-state battery has higher energy density than a lithium-ion. 3. Solid-state batteries can last longer than traditional lithium-ion batteries due to their improved stability. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2, and 3. 9 Quetzales, accredited social health activists, ASHA, workers play a crucial role in bridging the gap between A. Urban and rural healthcare access. B. Public and private healthcare sectors. C. Healthcare providers and the community. D. Traditional and modern medical practices. 10 Quetzales, consider the following. 1. Improved data collection and analysis. 2. Lower cost per flight hour. 3. Increased pilot safety. Which of the above advantages does MQ-9B Reaper drone, UAV, offer over manned aircraft? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2, and 3. 11 Quetzales, which one of the following is the reason behind the phenomenon of zodiacal light? A. Light pollution from urban areas. B. Reflection of sunlight off interplanetary dust particles. C. Emission of light from distant galaxies. D. Scatter of starlight by atmospheric particles. 12 Quetzales, Cygnus X-1, seen in the news recently, is classified as A. Black hole. B. Neutron star. C. White dwarf. D. Supernova remnant. 13 Quetzales, consider the following statements. 1. Wheat blast is a disease caused by a weather phenomenon causing sudden temperature fluctuations in wheat growing regions. 2. High humidity and temperatures favor the development of wheat blast. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 14 Quetzales, for which one of the following purposes is X-ray polarimetry primarily used in astronomy? A. Identifying the chemical composition of celestial objects. B. Mapping the distribution of dark matter in galaxies. C. Locating the source regions of X-ray radiation near black holes. D. Measuring the temperatures of stars. 15 Quetzales, which one of the following statements is correct regarding ergosphere? A. It is a region around a black hole where photons, light particles, can orbit the black hole in a circular path. B. It is a region found outside the event horizon of a rotating black hole, where the black hole's immense gravity drags spacetime itself along with its rotation. C. It is the central point within a black hole where matter is infinitely dense and gravitational forces are infinitely strong. D. It is the closest orbit around a black hole where an object can stably orbit without eventually spiraling into the black hole. 16 Quetzales, consider the following statements. 1. Nuclear fission is the process of combining two or more atomic nuclei to form a heavier nucleus. 2. A nuclear reactor produces power without any dependence on weather and other conditions. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 17 Quetzales, which one of the following is the primary objective of the transiting exoplanet survey? Satellite, TESS. A. Directly imaging exoplanets. B. Measure the atmospheres of exoplanets. C. Discover new exoplanets using the transit method. D. Study the formation and evolution of planetary systems. 18 Quetzales, consider the following. 1. Drug discovery and personalized medicine. 2. Advanced materials development. 3. Social media content optimization. 4. Autonomous vehicles and robotics. In how many of the above areas does deep tech find application? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Only 3. D. All 4. 19 Quetzales, with reference to the chimeric antigen receptor, CAR T-cell therapy, which of the following statements are correct? 1. It falls under the category of radiation therapy. 2. This therapy is less demanding and has fewer side effects compared to traditional treatments, like chemotherapy. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 20 Quetzales, with reference to Smart Food Grain Storage System, SFITI, technology, consider the following statements. 1. The objective of this system is to reduce transportation costs for grains. 2. Grain bags are tagged with radio frequency identification, RFID, for ensuring its traceability. 3. The SFITI system is a step towards achieving the goals of smart city projects. How many of the statements given above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. 21 Quetzales, consider the following statements. 1. Vaccine Safety Net aims to provide scientifically based information on vaccine safety in various languages. 2. The objective of the Healthy Indian Project is to carry out routine health assessments for elderly individuals across India. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 22 Quetzales, with reference to the satellite-based toll collection system, consider the following statements. 1. It is a GPS-based toll collection system. 2. It will enable vehicles to move freely without the need to stop for toll payments. 3. Every vehicle in this GPS-based toll collection system will need an onboard unit, OBU, linked to a constellation of satellites. 4. It will replace the existing radio frequency identification-based FAS tag system. How many of the statements given above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Only 3. D. All 4. 23 Quetzales, who of the following personalities is associated with the development of the theory of photon gas? A. Werner Heisenberg. B. Vikram Sarabhai. C. Enrico Fermi. D. Satyendranath Bose. 24 Quetzales, consider the following. 1. Energy storage. 2. Electromagnetic shielding. 3. Water purification. In which of the above-mentioned areas does MZene, a class of two-dimensional, 2D, ceramic nanomaterials, find application? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. 25 Quetzales, with reference to the high-altitude pseudo-satellite vehicle, HAPS, consider the following statements. 1. Solar panels and energy storage systems enables HAPS to stay airborne for extended periods. 2. It can help in monitoring environmental changes and natural disasters. 3. The primary advantage of HAPS compared to traditional satellites is its ability to operate beyond geostationary orbit. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. 26 Quetzales, consider the following statements with respect to the Defense Acquisition Council. 1. It is the highest decision-making body for military procurement. 2. It is responsible for negotiating international defense contracts. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 27 Quetzales, which one of the following statements is correct with reference to the Open Radio Access Network, ARAN? A. It separates the control plane from the data plane in network devices, allowing for centralized control and programmability of network infrastructure through software-based controllers. B. It is an approach to building cellular network infrastructure that allows for greater flexibility. An innovation compared to traditional, vendor-locked systems. C. It centralizes and virtualizes radio access network functions, enabling them to be hosted in cloud environments for increased scalability and flexibility. D. It refers to software whose source code is freely available for use, modification, and distribution by anyone. 28 Quetzales. Consider the following statements. 1. Pulsar stars emit light and radiation due to nuclear fusion reactions occurring in their cores. 2. Supernova remnants are the bright, expanding clouds of gas and dust formed when massive stars explode. 3. 500-meter aperture spherical radio telescope, FAST, is the world's biggest single dish radio telescope. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. 29 Quetzales. Consider the following statements. 1. Halogens are highly reactive and don't exist freely in nature. 2. In compounds, fluorine is the most prevalent halogen found in Earth's crust. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 30 Quetzales. Consider the following statements. 1. Formaldehyde is a colorless, strong-smelling gas used in various industries for manufacturing, building materials and household products. 2. Frozen smoke, also known as aerogel, is primarily composed of carbon dioxide and water vapor. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 31 Quetzales. Consider the following statements with respect to NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar. NISA satellite. 1. It is a dual-frequency satellite. 2. It will offer detailed observations of Earth's surface, tracking changes in ice sheets, land deformation, and ecosystems. 3. It has been developed for low Earth orbit, LEO, observation. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. 32 Quetzales. Consider the following statements with respect to the Alaskapox disease. 1. They are zoonotic viruses that can infect various mammals, including humans. 2. It is a rhinovirus. 3. It is a double-stranded DNA virus. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. 33 Quetzales. With reference to the PACE, plankton, aerosol, cloud, ocean ecosystem, satellite, consider the following statements. 1. Its objective is to study the composition of planetary atmospheres. 2. It is placed in a sun-synchronous orbit. 3. It will help in understanding the influence of particles in the air, like dust and smoke, on cloud formation, warming and cooling of the planet. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. 34 Quetzales. Consider the following statements. 1. An ultra-cold atom is an atom with a temperature near absolute zero. 2. The Future Circular Collider, FCC, is a particle accelerator currently under design, intended to accommodate the next generation of particle colliders. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 35 Quetzales. Consider the following statements regarding the bubonic plague. 1. It is viral infection caused by Epstein-Barr virus, EBV. 2. It spreads between animals and humans through flea bites, direct contact with infected tissues, and inhaling infected respiratory droplets. 3. There is no cure available for the treatment of the bubonic plague. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 only. C. 2 and 3 only. D. 3 only. 36 Quetzales. Which one of the following is used for effectively removing makeup and sunscreen due to its cleansing properties? A. Distilled water. B. Micellar water. C. Thermal water. D. Flower waters. 37 Quetzales. With reference to the disease diphtheria, consider the following statements. 1. It is a contagious infection of the nose and throat. 2. It is a bacterial disease caused by Carinobacterium diphtheriae. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 38 Quetzales. With reference to the generative AI, consider the following statements. 1. It is an AI technique designed to mimic human decision-making processes. 2. The term generative refers to the ability of the models to learn how to create new data rather than simply recognizing it. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. 39 Quetzales. Which one of the following characteristics is shared by both asteroids and comets? A. They have well-defined, circular orbits around the Sun. B. They originate from the same region in the early solar system. C. They are primarily composed of gases. D. They have the same significant impact on Earth's climate. 40 Quetzales. Consider the following statements with respect to the Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy, SOFIA, mission. 1. It could fly into the stratosphere. 2. It could observe the universe in the widest range of infrared light. 3. It was operated jointly by NASA and the German Space Agency. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. 41 Quetzales. With reference to the Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle, GSLV, consider the following statements. 1. It is a single-stage launch vehicle designed for placing satellites in low Earth orbit, LEO. 2. GSLV has been designed for launching communication satellites. 3. It has a lower rate of failure compared to the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, PSLV. How many of the statements given above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. Answers and explanations. 1. Correct answer is B. Vapor compression cooling is the most widely used type of refrigeration. It uses a compressor to lower the pressure of the refrigerant, which causes it to cool and turn into a liquid. This method is more efficient than other types of refrigeration and is used in various applications, including air conditioning and industrial cooling. Other refrigeration method. In news, magnetic cooling effect, MCE, is defined as the reversible temperature change of a magnetic material when it is subjected to an external applied magnetic field. In the magnetic refrigeration cycle, a magnetic field is applied on the magnetic material under an adiabatic process, no exchange of heat with the surrounding. When the magnetic field is removed during adiabatic demagnetization, the magnetic moments of the material become randomized, resulting in a decrease in temperature below the ambient temperature. This process causes the material to absorb heat from the surrounding heat transfer medium. Magnetocaloric effect, MCE, is heating or cooling of a magnetic material upon application or removal of magnetic field. Materials that display a significant MCE are called magnetocaloric materials. 2. Correct answer is B. The primary principle behind dynamic wireless charging, DWC, technology for electric vehicles is inductive charging while in motion. DWC is a revolutionary technology that allows electric vehicles to charge on the go, eliminating the need for frequent stops and allowing EV drivers to enjoy seamless charging. Unlike conventional charging methods that require EVs to be stationary for an extended period, DWC utilizes an inductive power transfer system to charge the vehicle's battery while it is in motion. It refers to a system that enables electric vehicles, EVs, to charge while moving by using base pads embedded under the surface of the road. It would help in decarbonizing the transportation sector. 3. Correct answer is D. Statements 1, 2, and 3 are correct. Nitrogen hypoxia refers to a method of causing death by depleting the body of oxygen through the inhalation of nitrogen gas. Recently, the U.S. state of Alabama used nitrogen gas to execute a man. Nitrogen gas is a colorless, odorless gas that makes up roughly 78% of Earth's atmosphere. It's essential for life and plays various roles in the environment. Nitrogen has diverse applications in various industries. It's used in food packaging to prevent spoilage, in electronics manufacturing to create inert environments, and as a general inert gas for various purposes like fire prevention. 4. Correct answer is A. Statements 1 and 2 are correct. The core principle of E2E is to encrypt data from the sender to the recipient, making it inaccessible to anyone else, including third-party platforms, service providers, and even governments in some cases. Instant messaging apps like WhatsApp use E2E to secure user messages. Encryption serves as a method to safeguard data against unauthorized access or manipulation. Statement 3 is incorrect. The primary benefit of E2E encryption for users is a high level of data privacy, ensuring that only the sender and the intended recipient can read their message. It does not guarantee faster data transmission speeds. 5. Correct answer is A. Stunting refers to a chronic condition characterized by low height for age, which indicates that a child's growth and development have been impaired over a long period. This condition is typically a result of inadequate nutrition, repeated infections, and poor socio-economic conditions, especially during the critical early years of a child's life. Stunting reflects long-term nutritional deficiencies and can have lasting effects on physical and cognitive development. Stunting is one of the leading measures used to assess childhood malnutrition. 6. Correct answer is D. The Amazon Kindle uses electronic ink, e-ink, displays. An e-ink display is a screen that aims to replicate the experience of reading and writing on paper. The screens work by using tiny microcapsules. They consume less power compared to LCD and OLED displays. They cause less strain on the user's eyes. They have slow refresh rate compared to LCD and OLED displays. This makes them unsuitable for video or animation. They have limitations of color and resolution compared to other display technologies. They are being used at bus stop displays, walking direction signs, and some restaurants' menu boards. 7. Correct answer is C. Lab-grown meat is produced through cellular agriculture, which involves extracting a sample of cells from a living animal and cultivating it to grow meat in a lab. The method is based on in vitro cell culture techniques in order to grow cells away from their native habitat. The technology is commercially viable and aims to provide a pleasant and secure environment for natural proliferation and healthy tissue growth. It will address the ever-growing demand for seafood and reduce excessive pressure on wild resources. It would help in minimizing overfishing and protect marine environment. It would ensure food and nutritional security. Lab-grown fish meat would be antibiotics and environmental contamination-free. 8. Correct answer is D. Statements 1, 2, and 3 are correct. Solid-state batteries have almost the same mechanism as lithium-ion batteries for extracting electricity from the batteries. However, the key difference is solid-state batteries use a solid electrolyte, while lithium-ion batteries use a liquid electrolyte. Solid-state batteries have the potential for significantly higher energy density compared to lithium-ion batteries. This means they can store more energy per unit weight or volume, leading to longer range for electric vehicles or increased capacity for portable devices. Solid-state batteries are expected to have a longer lifespan compared to traditional lithium-ion batteries. 9. Correct answer is C. ASHA workers, or accredited social health activists, act as intermediaries between their community and the health system, promoting access to healthcare, providing essential health services at the community level, and increasing awareness about health-related Issues. They play a vital role in connecting communities with government health schemes, promoting maternal and child health, disease surveillance, and providing practical support. For accessing public health services, ASHA worker must be a woman resident of their village, married, widowed, divorced, preferably in the age group of 25 to 45 years. ASHA must be chosen through a systematic process by involving various community groups, self-help groups, the block nodal officer, district nodal officer, the village health committee, and the Gram Sabr. 10. Correct answer is D. Improved data collection and analysis. Drones can carry sophisticated sensor payloads, stay airborne for longer durations, and transmit data in real time for rapid analysis. This can outperform the capabilities of a pilot in a manned aircraft. Lower cost per flight hour. Reapers and similar UAVs, due to smaller size, lower fuel consumption, and reduced maintenance needs, often have a significantly lower cost per flight hour compared to crewed aircraft. Increased pilot safety. A key advantage of drones is their ability to operate without a human pilot on board, reducing risks to pilots in challenging environments or missions. 11. Correct answer is B. Zodiacal light is a faint, triangular-shaped glow that appears in the western sky after sunset, or the eastern sky before sunrise. It is caused by sunlight reflecting off interplanetary dust particles concentrated in the plane of the zodiac. It is sunlight scattered by interplanetary dust. This is visible from the Earth as a faint, diffuse glow on completely dark nights. Interplanetary dust consists of cosmic dust, small particles floating in outer space that pervades the space between planets in solar system. It is present across the entire path of the ecliptic. This is the path along which the sun moves in the sky over the course of a year. 12. Correct answer is A. Cygnus X1 is one of the first confirmed black hole systems in our galaxy that was discovered over 4 decades ago. Its distance from the Earth is about 400 times of their distance between Earth and Sunday. It is 20 times heavier than the Sun and has a companion, a heavy supergiant star, 40 times more massive than the Sun, in a binary system. 13. Correct answer is B. Statement 1 is incorrect. Wheat blast is not caused by a weather phenomenon causing sudden temperature fluctuations in wheat-growing regions. Instead, it is a fungal disease caused by the pathogen Magnaporth RZ. Wheat blast is a fungal disease that affects wheat production in tropical and subtropical regions. It spreads through infected seeds, crop residues, and spores that can travel long distances in the air. It causes progressive bleaching of the heads, lower yields, and poor seed quality. Stems and leaves are discolored, with dark brown, eye-shaped lesions on leaves. Statement 2 is correct. Warm and humid conditions are highly favorable to the spread and severity of wheat blast. The fungus thrives in such environments. 14. Correct answer is C. X-ray polarimetry is a tool used to study the polarization of X-rays from various celestial objects, including black holes. It helps in understanding the physical nature and geometry of various classes of astrophysical sources, including the location of the source regions of X-ray radiation near black holes. Unlike normal X-ray measurements which measure only the energy or intensity of the radiations, polarization characteristics of X-rays tells about the orientation of the oscillating electric field. This holds clues on the geometry and other properties of the black hole. The Imaging X-ray Polarimetry Explorer, IXPE, is NASA's first mission to study polarization of X-rays from celestial objects. 15. Correct answer is B. The ergosphere is an oblate spheroid-shaped region surrounding a rotating black hole, also known as a Kerr black hole. In this region, the black hole's immense gravity causes their space-time to rotate along with it. This phenomenon is known as their frame dragging or lens stirring effect. Inside the ergosphere, it is impossible for any particle to remain stationary with respect to the outside universe. All particles are inevitably drawn into their rotation of the black hole. It is the region in between the event horizon and the stationary limit. Objects within the ergosphere are forced to rotate along with the black hole's spin due to the distortion of spacetime caused by its immense gravitational pull. 16. Correct answer is B. Statement 1 is incorrect. Nuclear fission is the process of splitting the nucleus of an atom into 2 or more smaller nuclei to release a large amount of energy. Statement 2 is correct. A nuclear reactor produces power without any dependence on weather and other conditions. It generates electricity by using the heat produced during nuclear fission to boil water and produce pressurized steam, which then drives turbines to generate electricity. This makes nuclear power a reliable source of energy, as it is not affected by factors such as weather variations. 17. Correct answer is C. The primary objective of the Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, TESS, is to discover new exoplanets using the transit method. TESS is a space telescope designed to search for exoplanets by monitoring the brightness of stars for periodic dips in light caused by planets passing in front of them or transiting. It is a NASA mission dedicated to locating planets that orbit the brightest stars visible from Earth. It is a successor to NASA's Kepler space telescope, which discovered thousands of exoplanets over a decade following its launch in 2009. TESS discovers planets of various sizes and compositions, from small rocky ones to giant ones, demonstrating the galaxy's planet diversity. It employs the transit technique to identify planets. 18. Correct answer is C. Deep tech refers to advanced and disruptive technologies that have the potential to cause transformative change and provide solutions for the future. It is used to describe cutting edge research in nanotechnology, biotechnology, material sciences, quantum technologies, semiconductors, artificial intelligence, data sciences, robotics, 3D printing, etc. Social media content optimization falls outside the scope of deep tech. Deep tech usually involves complex scientific and engineering principles to address fundamental challenges. 19. Correct answer is B. Statement 1 is incorrect. CAR T-cell therapy is a form of immunotherapy and gene therapy, not radiation therapy. Radiation therapy utilizes high-energy rays to target and kill cancer cells. In CAR T-cell therapy, a patient's T-cells, a type of immune cell, are genetically modified to express chimeric antigen receptors that allow them to recognize and target specific cancer cells more effectively. Statement 2 is correct. This therapy is less demanding and has fewer side effects compared to traditional treatments like chemotherapy. 20. Correct answer is A. Statements 1 and 3 are incorrect. The objective of the Smart Food Grain Storage System SFISI technology is to reduce post-harvest losses, improve food quality and safety, and enhance food security in the country. It also aims to improve the efficiency and safety of food grain storage by reducing storage losses, ensuring better preservation of grain quality, and enhancing the overall management of grain stocks. The SFISI system is a step towards achieving the goals of Digital India Initiative. It aligns with the objectives of their Digital India Initiative by incorporating advanced technologies such as RFID, automation, and real-time tracking to improve the efficiency, transparency, and accountability in food grain storage management. Statement 2 is correct. The SFISI system uses RFID tags on grain bags to enable real-time tracking and monitoring of grain stocks. This helps in maintaining accurate inventory records, preventing pilferage, and ensuring better control over the movement of grain bags within the storage facility. 21. Correct answer is A. Statement 1 is correct. The Vaccine Safety Net is a global network of websites established by the World Health Organization, WHO, that provides reliable information on vaccine safety in various languages. They provide vaccine safety information in 43 languages. Statement 2 is incorrect. The objective of the Healthy Indian Project is to provide credible, evidence-based health information and fact-checking in multiple Indian languages, including information about vaccines. 22. Correct answer is D. Satellite-based toll collection system. It is a GPS-based toll collection system. The National Highways Authority of India, NHAI, will implement this system. It will enable vehicles to move freely without the need to stop for toll payments. It will capture the vehicle's registration plate photo and debit the toll amount based on the actual distance traveled by the vehicle on the highway. Every vehicle in this GPS-based toll collection system will need an onboard unit, OBU, linked to a constellation of satellites. The OBU will also connect to a wallet for toll deductions. It will replace the existing radio frequency identification-based FAS tag system. Currently, this GPS-based toll collection system is in the trial phase. 23. Correct answer is D. The generally accepted foundations of the theory of photon gas were proposed by Planck, Einstein, and Bose. Satyendra Bose was a renowned Indian physicist who made significant contributions to the field of quantum mechanics. His work, in collaboration with Albert Einstein, laid the foundation for Bose-Einstein statistics and the concept of Bose-Einstein condensates. Bose also developed a new way to derive Planck's law for blackbody radiation. His approach involved treating photons as indistinguishable particles, leading to a statistical description of the photon gas. 24. Correct answer is D. Enzymes are an emerging class of two-dimensional, 2D, ceramic nanomaterials that were first discovered in 2011. Enzymes uniquely combine metallic conductivity, hydrophilic surfaces, and excellent mechanical properties. They are made from a bulk crystal called MAX. Its properties, high electrical conductivity, hydrophilic and clay-like surface, terminating layers, very high volumetric capacitance, broad optical absorption, excellent mechanical properties, application, energy storage, electromagnetic shielding, water purification, composites. 25. Correct answer is A. Statements 1 and 2 are correct. HAPS is an unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV. It is designed for extended periods of operation at high altitudes, typically in the stratosphere. HAPS are equipped with solar panels and energy storage systems, enabling them to stay airborne for extended periods, often weeks or months, by harnessing solar energy during the day and utilizing stored energy during the night. HAPS operating cost is significantly lower than that of a satellite. HAPS can provide high-speed data transmission for large-scale events, as well as for various applications such as disaster management, environmental monitoring, and telecommunications, acting as a valuable alternative or complement to traditional satellite systems. Statement 3 is incorrect. The primary advantage of HAPS compared to traditional satellites is not their ability to operate beyond geostationary orbit, but rather their lower altitude operations, typically in the stratosphere, around 20 to 50 kilometers above Earth's surface. This altitude allows HAPS to provide more targeted coverage, better resolution for imaging and data collection, and potential cost savings compared to satellite systems in higher orbits. HAPS are significantly less expensive to develop, launch, and operate compared to traditional satellites. 26. Correct answer is A. Statement 1 is correct. The Defense Acquisition Council is the apex body for decision making in matters related to military procurement in India. It is responsible for approving major defense acquisitions, including weapons, platforms, and equipment, to meet their operational requirements of the Indian Armed Forces. The council was formed in 2001. It is headed by Defense Minister. Statement 2 is incorrect. The DAC's primary role is to provide approvals and policy direction for defense acquisitions. Contract negotiations for international deals are typically handled by separate teams within the Ministry of Defense. 27. Correct answer is B. RAN promotes interoperability and open interfaces within the radio access network RAN ecosystem, enabling mobile network operators to mix and match components from various vendors. This approach enables innovation, reduces reliance on a single vendor, and creates a more competitive and diverse market for RAN equipment. A RAN is based on open standards and architectures, allowing for a more flexible, scalable, and cost-effective deployment of mobile networks, including 5G. It features an open, multi-vendor architecture for deploying mobile networks, contrasting with the single-vendor proprietary architecture. 28. Correct answer is B. Statement 1 is incorrect. Pulsar stars do not emit light and radiation due to nuclear fusion. Reactions in their cores. Pulsars are neutron stars with strong magnetic fields that emit electromagnetic radiation in the form of rapid pulses as they rotate. These pulses are a result of the interaction between the neutron star's magnetic field and its surrounding environment, not nuclear fusion reactions. Statements 2 and 3 are correct. Supernova remnants are the bright, expanding clouds of gas and dust formed when massive stars explode in a supernova event. These remnants are rich in heavy elements produced during the star's lifetime and can provide valuable insights into the processes governing stellar evolution and the recycling of matter in the universe. The 500-meter aperture spherical radio telescope, FAST, is the world's largest single-dish radio telescope located in Guizhou Province, China. FAST's immense size and advanced technology enable astronomers to study a wide range of astronomical phenomena, including pulsars, supernova remnants, and other objects that emit radio waves. 29. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 and 2 are correct. Halogens refer to the 6 nonmetallic elements found in Group 17, Group VIIa, of the periodic table. The halogen elements are fluorine, F, chlorine, Cl, bromine, Br, iodine, I, astatine, At, and tennessine, Ts. Halogens are highly reactive and T exist freely in nature. They are the most reactive nonmetals. Halogens are the only group on the periodic table where elements exist as solids, liquids, and gases at room temperature. They are strong oxidizers and have very high electronegativities. Fluorine is obtained from a calcium salt known as calcium fluoride, or fluorspar. It is a highly reactive element. In compounds, fluorine is the most prevalent halogen found in Earth's crust. It is used in making fluorochemicals, plastics, agrochemicals, lithium-ion batteries, and drugs. 30. Correct answer is A. Statement 1 is correct. Formaldehyde is a colorless, strong-smelling gas widely used in various industries for producing building materials, such as plywood and adhesives, as well as household products like cosmetics and certain fabrics. Statement 2 is incorrect. Frozen smoke, or aerogel, are highly porous, lightweight materials, typically made from silica, metal oxides, or other materials, using a process called sol-gel. They exhibit unique properties, such as low thermal conductivity and high surface area, making them useful in various applications, including insulation, filtration, and even aerospace technology. The term frozen smoke refers to a technology rather than a natural phenomenon. It describes sensors made from highly porous materials called aerogels, which are designed to detect toxic substances like formaldehyde in real time. Aerogels are also referred to as liquid smoke due to being more than 99% air by volume, allowing gases to easily move through their open structure. 31. Correct answer is D. Statements 1, 2, and 3 are correct. The NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar, NISA satellite is a dual-frequency satellite operating at L-band and S-band frequencies. This dual-frequency capability allows for better discrimination between various land cover types and improved monitoring of Earth's surface changes. NISA will provide detailed observations of Earth's surface, capturing changes in ice sheets, land deformation, and ecosystems. It will help scientists better understand the impacts of climate change, natural hazards, and human activities on the planet's surface. The satellite has been developed for low Earth orbit, LEO, observation, with an altitude of 747 kilometers. 32. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 and 3 are correct. Alaskopox viruses are zoonotic, meaning they can be transmitted from animals to humans. These viruses can infect various mammals, including humans, often through direct contact with infected animals or their bodily fluids. It is a double-stranded DNA virus, meaning its genetic material consists of 2 complementary strands of DNA. This characteristic distinguishes it from other types of viruses, such as single-stranded DNA or RNA viruses. Statement 2 is incorrect. Alaskopox belongs to the orthopox virus. Orthopox virus is a genus of viruses in the family Poxviridae. Vertebrates, including mammals and humans, and arthropods serve as natural hosts of this virus. Diseases caused by this virus are smallpox, cowpox, horsepox, camelpox, and monkeypox. 33. Correct answer is B. Statement 1 is incorrect. The plankton, aerosol, cloud, ocean ecosystem, PACE, satellite is a NASA mission designed to study the interplay of light, aerosols, and clouds. It aims to collect information on ocean ecology and global biogeochemistry. PACE's mission is to observe the Earth's ocean color, biogeochemistry, ecology, carbon cycle, aerosols, and clouds. The satellite will also help researchers learn more about the relationship between the atmosphere and ocean. Statements 2 and 3 are correct. PACE is placed in a sun-synchronous orbit, which means it maintains a consistent angle between the sun and the satellite's orbital plane. This orbit allows PACE to observe Earth's surface under similar lighting conditions throughout the year, making it easier to compare data over time. Sun-synchronous orbit means that it will always be synced to the same position relative to the sun. The mission will help understand the influence of particles in the air, like dust and smoke, on cloud formation, warming, and cooling of the planet. 34. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 and 2 are correct. An ultra-cold atom is an atom with a temperature near absolute zero. At low temperatures near absolute zero, atoms behave according to their principles of quantum mechanics rather than classical physics. The commonly used techniques for the study of ultra-cold atoms is by deploying magneto-optical traps with high-power laser cooling techniques. Cold atoms of elements like sodium, potassium, rubidium are commonly studied. Detection techniques like the fluorescence, absorption, or phase contrast imaging techniques are used. The imaging through fluorescence or absorption techniques are widely used. The Future Circular Collider, FCC, is a particle accelerator currently under design, intended to accommodate the next generation of particle colliders. The FCC aims to design a hadron collider with a center of mass energy of about 100 TeV, trillion electron volts, which is 8 times more powerful than the Large Hadron Collider, S13 TeV. The FCC aims to build upon the ongoing research at the Large Hadron Collider, LHC. It will enhance our understanding of fundamental physics. It will foster advancements in fields such as cryogenics, superconductivity, vacuum tech, and detector instruments. 35. Correct answer is B. Statements 1 and 3 are incorrect. Bubonic plague is a bacterial infection caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis. It is a severe bacterial infection caused by a bacteria called Yersinia pestis, which is typically found in small mammals and their fleas. Bubonic plague is treatable with antibiotics. It can be cured with antibiotics like ciprofloxacin, levofloxacin, moxifloxacin, gentamicin, and doxycycline. Bubonic plague is named after the swollen lymph nodes, buboes, it causes. It resulted in millions of deaths in Europe during the Middle Ages. The plague is also known as the Black Death. Statement 2 is correct. The bubonic plague spreads between animals and humans through flea bites, direct contact with infected tissues, and inhaling infected respiratory droplets. 36. Correct answer is B. Micellar water is used for effectively removing makeup and sunscreen due to its cleansing properties. Micellar water is a gentle solution with a mild detergent. It is a skincare product made up of tiny oil molecules called micelles, groups of molecules that are good at removing oil. The micelles in micellar water are created by special molecules called surfactants. These molecules have both hydrophilic, water-loving, and hydrophobic water-hating properties. These micelles molecules have water-friendly outer layer that easily mixes with water. It is a skincare product that consists of purified water, hydrating ingredients like glycerin, and mild surfactants that form micelles. These micelles act like magnets, attracting and lifting dirt, makeup, and sunscreen from the skin without requiring vigorous rubbing or rinsing. 37. Correct answer is C. Statements 1 and 2 are correct. Diphtheria is a serious contagious bacterial infection that primarily affects the nose and throat. It can lead to the formation of a thick, gray coating in the throat, making it difficult to breathe and swallow. The infection can also produce a toxin that can spread to other organs and cause complications such as heart and nerve damage. Diphtheria is caused by the bacterium Corynebacterium diphtheriae. The bacteria can spread from person to person through respiratory droplets, such as those produced by coughing or sneezing, or by direct contact with contaminated objects. A person can also be infected by breathing in infected respiratory droplets in the air. 38. Correct answer is B. Statement 1 is incorrect. Generative AI is not designed primarily to mimic human decision making processes. Instead, it focuses on learning the underlying patterns and structure of data to generate new, original content that resembles the input data. These models can generate images, text, audio, and other forms of data, making them useful for various applications, including art, music, writing, and even scientific research. Statement 2 is correct. The term generative in generative AI refers to the ability of these models to learn how to create new data, rather than simply recognizing or classifying existing data. They learn the patterns and structures within a dataset and use that knowledge to generate new, similar data points. This could be text, images, code, and more. For example, a generative model may learn how to generate images that resemble faces, given a set of parameters, such as the eyes, hair, or skin color, etc. 39. Correct answer is B. Both asteroids and comets originate from the same region in the early solar system, known as the protoplanetary disk. This region consisted of dust, gas, and ice, from which celestial bodies like asteroids and comets formed. Over time, asteroids and comets diverged in composition and characteristics but share a common origin in this primordial disk of material around the young sun. 40. Correct answer is D. Statements 1, 2, and 3 are correct. Sophia was a modified Boeing 747 SP aircraft that operated at altitudes of 38,000 to 45,000 feet, flying into the stratosphere. It was used to make observations of complex molecules, new solar systems, and planets in the solar system. It used infrared light to observe the universe. It could observe the universe in the widest range of infrared light. It is operated jointly by NASA and the German Space Agency. However, the mission was cancelled 2022 due to its high cost and inadequate scientific output. 41. Correct answer is A. Statements 1 and 3 are incorrect. GSLV is a 3-stage launch vehicle designed to place satellites in geosynchronous transfer orbit, GTO, or geosynchronous Earth orbit, GEO, primarily for communication purposes. GSLV has a higher failure rate compared to PSLV. PSLV is considered one of the most reliable launch vehicles in the world. GSLV has the capability to put a heavier payload in orbit than the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, PSLV. Statement 2 is correct. GSLV has been primarily designed for launching communication satellites, which require placement in GTO or GEO to maintain a fixed position relative to the Earth's surface.